Carl here from Games, Brains and Headbanging Life, gbhblofficial for short. Album review time. The monolithically heavy nuclear mercurial UK quartet Sugarhorse returned with a brand new album, The Grand Scheme of Things, to be released on the 4th of October via Pelagic Records. A meditation on a journey towards death. The Grand Scheme of Things is the outlet for singer Ash Tubb, a funeral pyre even for his late father, who passed away just as work on this recording was beginning. Story time. It was a cold Wednesday night in October 2021 that Sugarhorse first came my way. I attended their show at the 229 in London and was sold immediately. They were already a substantial name at this point, but over the past few years I've watched and listened to them grow and consistently release music that can often be called transcendent. They have grown into one of my favourite bands in the entire world, and I greet each new release with the kind of delight often reserved for more personal moments. What they do and what they create just connects, even when the focus is something that's more personal to them, which of course is very much the case here. In my opinion, it's hard for me to imagine Sugarhorse topping the brilliance that is the album The Live Long After, but The Grand Scheme of Things manages it, even if comparing the two isn't as straightforward as you might expect. Yes, of course, this new album is Sugarhorse, and the group continued a genre bend in mesmerising ways. However, there is also simplicity to this album that results in, arguably, some of their most accessible music to date. Accessible, filled with an extravagant amount of emotive atmosphere and uniquely detailed. This is just the opening title track, and what a powerful epic it is. Sugarhorse's laid-back style taking centre stage, and even though this is a track that transforms bit by bit, it never goes too far beyond the sense of dreaminess. Bar well and truly set, but here's the shape of ASMR to come to smash it out of the way completely. I don't think it's a secret that Phil Spector and Hell is my favourite Sugarhorse song, a truly staggering piece of music and unlikely to ever be knocked from its perch. However, this, the shape of ASMR to come, this bloody song comes really, really close. A phenomenal example of the band leaning into their shoegaze style, adding so much emotion to things and delivering something that is exceptionally beautiful. The more intense and weightier segment that follows the quiet vocal lines and soft melody section is one of the best moments of the entire album. Although the heavy latter half is fantastic too. Hear this album, but if you've time for just one, make it this track. And there should be no excuse because this has been a single and it's been out for a while. So you should have heard it by now. It is rare that an album 2 tracks in has already left such an immeasurable impression, and there's almost a building dread within me that it won't be able to sustain this high level of quality. When it's that strong to begin with, there's got to be a point where it just drops, right? No, this is Sugarhorse, and they offer up a stunning example of harmony with a discombobulating edge on corpsing. The unusual drum beat, the pop-style vocals, and extensive flare-up of guitar ends up leading to the biggest and most anthemic sounds this band has ever produced. Maybe? I don't know, just me. Even though they're creatively strange and always willing to push boundaries, you'd be surprised how often Sugarhorse deliver big anthemic sounds. Corpsing, this particular track, I think is up there right now as one of my most played. As difficult as it is, we gotta move on. And there's a strong whiff of melodic dissonance with the following Mullet Proof, a track covered with a thick haze of experimental atmosphere. But then, around the halfway point, that dissipates to leave the vocals alone and screaming into the void before crashing and smashing of instruments transforms this track into one of the heaviest and filthiest tracks of all. Even though the following Spit Beach comes mightily close with its egregious flare-ups of heavy, layered amongst touching airiness, how Sugarhorse transition between the two styles with such ease is outstanding. How about something even more off kilter though? Something with a fascinating level of alt twisted tones. Something daringly odd and something daringly intense. It is New Dead Elvis, and the riff-focused power of this one is as memorable as everything else, which includes the following Jefferson airplane over the sea, a chance to lean back and let the soft sounds of cinematic ambience and vocals that alternate between mellow and melodramatic wash over you. Does it get any more epic than it does at the end here? You tell me. And then along comes Office Job Simulator to change the tone to be more discombobulating with its erratic mix of riffs, soaring clean vocals and harsh growls, big percussion hooks, a wilder metal focused edge. It's one of the more surreal songs overall. Whew, what an album, what an experience, and what a band Sugar Horse are. Very few would be brave enough to end that album. Let's be honest, an already substantial listen with a near 25-minute finale. Yeah, I'm not joking. It is Space Tourist. And it is special. A special track amongst special tracks. And if you've made it this far, there's no way you're not all in on this one too. Sit back, focus on nothing but the music, allow it to spread through the mind far and wide, and be willing to open your heart and soul to it. Your patience and time is richly rewarded. I can't do this track justice, but I don't think I can do the album justice. I've shouted, I've spoken, I've waxed lyrical about how much I love it. What else do you want me to say? You know what this is. I am a Sugar Horse superfan. It's my album of the year without question. It is a must listen as far as I'm concerned. Even if you've never heard of this band before, now is your chance. Jump in here. It's the best thing they've done. Filled with the most complete tracks. Everything about this just speaks to me. I am madly in love with it, and I urge you to check it out. It's the grand scheme of things out October 4th, 2024 by Pelagic Records. What do you reckon? You excited? As excited as I am, to the point where I'm losing my words. You know what to do? Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It is gratefully appreciated. You can find us over at gbhbl.com, our full website where reviews, news and so much more goes up daily. We're also on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, at GBHBL. Just search for GBHBL and you will find us out there. We also have merchandise on sale. You can access the shop via the website.